Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joesephyr, if you haven't watched any of my videos previously, and this is my first video to do with Dissidia NT. Now I've had a little go with the Japanese beta. This isn't my completely first time playing the game, because I had a little go with it at the FFTCG Winter Cup in December, but none of the characters that I played in that are present in this beta, so I had to kind of like figure things out for myself and learn how to play the game basically. I know a little bit from, Dissidia on the PSP, but I'm hoping to make it a bit more of a feature on this channel to, show you guys Dissidia footage and things like that, because it's a game that I really enjoy and I'm hoping to really get proficient at over the course of time. So you will have to forgive the fact that I fumble around a little bit during these gameplay videos you can see here. But I would say it's the first time, and I think there's another beta coming up this weekend, but at the moment I just kind of wanted to give people my first impressions. And I absolutely adore the game already. I can already tell that I'm really going to enjoy it. I had to kind of pick my favourite characters that were on the roster available to me at this point, which were Kuja, which is a character that's very commonly associated with me, and I'm very happy about that, seeing he's one of my favourite characters in the entire franchise. And he's very different to how he was in the PSP version. He is a lot more rushed down and he's a lot less kind of ranged than he was in the PSP versions. So if you're going to play Kuja when playing Dissidia NT, don't expect him to be the same as he was last time, because he's very different. And he's all about positioning, from what I can tell. Like, a lot of his bravery attacks, like his down circle in the air, is kind of a hook up, like you kind of reach downwards with his orbs, and similarly with his upward one, he reaches upwards instead. So it's all about kind of awkward positioning, I think, to learn with Kuja, and that's a really cool thing, like in order to kind of play around your opponent. And with it being a 3 versus 3 environment, the demographic of the game is completely different. So like, you have map awareness seems to be very important in this game, and it's something that I'll admit I'm not particularly good at. Like, I've tried playing League of Legends, I've tried playing other games like it, and I'm really bad at map awareness, so it's something I'm definitely going to have to learn the hard way when it comes to this game. So I'll leave you just to have a look at some of the gameplay footage I've got here. The JP beta had available to it just some regular online play. You could play the story mode, you could do an offline battle with the AIs, or you could look into the treasure system as well. I didn't delve too heavily into any of that because it being in Japanese and me not being somebody that understands Japanese, I thought it would kind of just, it didn't really add anything for me, so I just got stuck in and got in straight away. So I'll leave you guys to have a quick look at some of these videos, and then I'll come back in a second.
助かった。
So as you can see here, the other character that I decided to play here was Ultimecia, and I do fumble around a little bit at the beginning of this fight, trying to work out how her mechanics work, and you have to hold buttons down in order to kind of get her attacks to their maximum potential. For example, like the little spear attack that you can see me using at the beginning of the fight and it not doing an awful lot. You'll see eventually that I hold the button down and it shoots a barrage of arrows and it does a lot more. Ultimecia does seem to function very similarly to how she did in the PSP version, and she was unbelievably powerful in the old game, so it remains to be seen whether the team options make it so that she's less powerful, or whether she's just there to be kind of like an annoyance to hold people in place while someone else jumps in and smacks them. I really like the way she plays, and when I played at the Winter Cup I really liked Emperor in a very similar way, but Emperor wasn't present in the JP beta, so I didn't get to play him and show you some footage of him here. But other characters that I did like were Ace. I really enjoyed Ace. I thought he was really cool. It does seem to be that I kind of lean toward the marksman and the long range characters in this game, but I think that having a differing range of characters within your team, whether you have maybe like one long range, one mid range, one close range, or two close range and a long range, team building options seem to be a really important part of this game, and I think it adds a lot to the strategy. So I'm really looking forward to see how this game kind of turns out, basically, and how it's received online and how many people start playing it. I think my one criticism with this game is that the UI is very messy. It's a little bit everywhere, and do you know how hard it was for me to try and figure out a layout for these videos? There's a nice little bit in the corner that I can fit my little talking head bit right in the corner, but that was not easy. But that being said, I do really enjoy Dissidia NT. So if you guys want to see more footage from it from me, and hopefully I'll be able to go more in depth when it comes to the actual release of Dissidia, then subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy that from me. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye bye.
魔女を崇めな